Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina, also known as Donna the Esquire on YouTube, and today's video will be on how to become a lawyer from high school to being sworn as an attorney. This video will just be an overview of the process. I'll be making other videos on exactly what to do while in high school, exactly what to do while in undergrad to get into law school. I will also be doing videos on things law students can do to help them to be successful during their law school curriculum and after. So anywhere you are in the process, whether you're still in high school, whether you're an undergrad and are interested in law school, I will be telling you guys how to get to that end goal of becoming a lawyer. So if you guys have not already subscribed to my channel, it is that red button right under me. If you would just click that, it would show me that you are liking my content, and I would just really appreciate that. It's completely free. It does not cost anything. And also go ahead and click that bell notification button right next to it, and that will keep you notified of every time I post a video. Alright, so let's jump right into the video. So first things first, to become a lawyer, you have to, of course, graduate from high school or get a diploma equivalent so that you can go to college. You don't have to do anything extra as far as honors classes, dual enrollment classes, IB like I did. You don't have to do any of that for law school. Just to give you guys a heads up, all those extra things are amazing. They of course are really helpful to helping you complete college quicker because of course you're getting college credits, and so that's always helpful so that you can finish early, save money. It's always great, but not necessary. You don't have to do anything special other than get your high school diploma or a high school diploma equivalent in order to get to law school, get to that end goal. So once you get a high school diploma, you go into undergrad. And like I said in my previous video, which is things I wish I knew before I went to law school, which I highly recommend you guys watch, you do not have to major in anything law related. You don't have to be a political science major. You don't have to be a pre-law major. You can study whatever you want. Arts and crafts, you can study hospitality, you can study engineering. You can literally study pre-med if you want to. It does not matter. Do what you want to do. I don't know why you subject yourself to that if you know you don't want to go to medical school, but do you, okay? All you have to do is get a bachelor's degree, okay? So that is a 4-year degree from any university. Despite popular belief, you do not have to study political science. It won't help you in law school. It won't. I'm sorry. I don't care who tells you otherwise. It will not help you in law school. You will not do any better than everyone else. 75% of the class will have studied political science, and they are all in the same boat as you. So don't feel like you have to study a particular subject. You just have to get a degree, a bachelor's degree. Okay, so next step. The next thing you have to do is take the LSAT, the Law School Admissions Test. The Law School Admissions Test is a test that is administered 4 times a year. There are different sections tested, including reading comprehension, including logical reasoning, and other sections, which I'll get into in another video in detail exactly what is tested and how to best study for the LSAT specifically. Now, some law schools are now allowing you to do the GRE, but that test is required to get into law school, into most law schools. So after that, you apply. The application process is typically the same for most law schools. There is a platform called CAS, which is kind of like the system to which you will apply to the law schools you want to go to. So you don't have to kind of go on each website for each school to apply. There is a uniform place for you to submit each application you want for each law school. And you can apply early decision, which basically will lock you in early, or you can apply regular. And law schools typically will ask you for the same thing. Some of them ask for more particular things, but overall they're going to ask you for the same things, which is going to be, you know, a resume, your GPA. They're going to ask you for your LSAT score. They're going to ask you typically for a personal statement or a diversity statement, sometimes both. Usually the diversity statement is optional, but a personal statement is typically required for all law schools. And it's just basically a statement that is personal to you. They want to get to know you. They want to get to the core of who you are, what makes you you, why they should accept you into their school, what makes you different. Once you get accepted to law school, typically the law school curriculum is 3 years. If you're only going to law school at night or you're doing it part-time, then typically that will add an extra year. And after each year, you will have like a summer where you will typically do an internship of some kind, whether you work at a firm or with a judge or with a corporation, whatever it might be. Typically you'll spend your summers doing something. If you choose to do so, I highly recommend it because 1, you get exposure to different fields of law so you can see what you like and don't like, and also it just helps to build your resume. Your second year of law school, your 2L year, towards the end or even at the beginning of your 3L year, you're going to take an exam called the MPRE. The MPRE is basically just an ethics exam which just tests your comprehension of the model rules of professional conduct that the ABA, or the American Bar Association, has created. So those model rules of professional conduct are the ethical guidelines of our profession. And so they test you on those model rules to make sure that you are ethical, you understand what to do, what not to do, how to act in accordance with being a lawyer. You do have to score the minimum required grade, of course, to pass. Each jurisdiction, each state will have a different requirement as far as what is their passing score. In Florida, it's 80, but it will differ depending on your state. So you will have to make sure that you are aware of what the passing score is in your state. Once you take that, that is the part A of the bar exam. So the bar exam is not just that 2-day exam at the end of your schooling. The bar exam actually does start with the MPRE, that ethics test. That is actually the first part of the bar exam. And the actual exam day and those scores that you get from that are the second part. You actually have to pass both parts to become an attorney. Once you pass the MPRE, then at the end of your law school career, once you graduate, you start studying for the bar exam and you take the exam. That is part B. You have to pass that bar exam with the minimum passing score in order to be able to be cleared to be sworn in. So again, you need the MPRE as well as a passing score on the bar exam of whichever state you're in. Once you pass that bar exam and you pass the MPRE, you have to make sure that your character and fitness is also cleared. Character and fitness is basically part of your application. It's what the bar examiners determine to be your moral character or moral fitness. So you can pass both of those tests and your character and fitness not be cleared, and you will not be able to be sworn in as an attorney. Which is why it's really important not to lie on your bar exam application or not to leave out anything. Even if you got a speeding ticket a long time ago, even if you got a record expunged or sealed, you still want to make sure you are telling the bar examiners of all of your history. So yeah, even if your intent was not to lie per se, maybe you just didn't think it was important or it was a long time ago, you still want to make sure that you are telling the bar examiners everything they ask for, because you don't want to have an issue with character and fitness and be in a position where you passed the exams, you did all that you had to do, but you're stuck still not sworn in as an attorney because of something small. So just make sure you are being very thorough and being very honest in your application. Once your character and fitness is cleared and you pass all of those exams, typically you are eligible to be sworn in as an attorney and you have to get sworn in. So all that really requires is you to notarize the oath of attorney. You read an oath, you sign it, you get it notarized, and you send it back. And then they will go ahead and send you over your bar card and also like a welcoming packet with all of the dues information for the bar of your state, all of the requirements that you have to kind of adhere to. So you can also decide to do a swearing in ceremony with the judge, and you can have a judge kind of stand in front of you, you hold your hand up, and they kind of swear you in officially, which is of course really nice, which I did because I just wanted to be extra. So that's also an option, but you don't have to do that. You can just get it notarized by any notary, and that is enough. That is a broad brush overview of the process. Of course, it gets a little bit more complicated than that, but if you were ever curious as to exactly how it goes, what you need to do, it will typically take a person 7 years to finish. If you graduate early, then less, but it will take you typically 3 years to finish law school, and then you need a 4-year degree. I finished my undergrad in 3 years, so it took me a little bit less, but that's generally the timeline, and that's basically the steps that it takes for you to get to that swearing in, that final step of becoming an attorney. So that is it, guys. That concludes this video. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please do subscribe, click that bell button, and also like and comment on this video. With that, I will see you on the next one. Bye.